Greetings, friends. Welcome to another lecture on Hell, Views of the Underworld in Ancient Literature. This is going to be video 2.3 in the Egyptian section, and this is on the Papyrus of Ani. And this book that I'm using here has all the plates of the Papyrus of Ani, and I will post the reference in the link in case you would like to buy this book. This book is an excellent book. Sometimes all this information is locked up in libraries, but this text here, translated by Faulkner, has a great commentary at the end on all these plates. And what we are looking at here is the judgment scene. You're going to see a lot of similarities coming up in other belief systems, because this is a highly developed theology. And I'm going to go through and explain some of the stuff on what's going on here and where it will lead. This Egyptian religion or belief system is highly developed because it tried to be inclusive. So rather than having an orthodox polytheism, kind of worked together to accommodate almost every belief, and a lot of these have mixed theologies. So in the Papyrus of Ani, you have the cult of Ra mixed in with the cult of Osiris. And so at the beginning you have first a hymn to Ra, and then a hymn to Osiris. So the gods at the top, these are the great gods, Sa and Hu, intelligence here, and authority. This is Hathor. She ends up becoming the mistress of the underworld, but she is the heifer, or the goddess who helped raise baby Horus. And so she later takes the place, kind of like the Erishkigal that we've seen in the Mesopotamian literature. Here is Horus. He's the great god. Nephthys and Isis. This is Nut, mistress of the sky. Geb, her husband. This is Tefnut, the lion goddess. Shu. I believe these two are a pair. This here is Aton, which is an old solar deity, and here is Ra in the midst of his bark. So that's pretty interesting there. So what's happening here? This is Ani and his wife coming into the judgment scene, and these two here are possibly two fertility goddesses, Meskhenet and Renenutet, and this is she right here. And this is Ani's Ka. It's pictured as a wing. Now there's three sections, or sometimes four, in the human spirit in Egyptian theology. The Ach, the A, K, H, the Ba, and the Ka, and sometimes a spirit that resided in the heart, which goes by another name that I can't think of right now. But here's the heart and the scales, and here is the baboon on top, which represents possibly MaaT in the Judgment Hall of MaaT. Here is, of course, Anubis. He's adjusting the plume. And here is the feather of truth, Thoth. This is Thoth here, recording what he sees. And this is Ammit. She is the devourer of souls, part hippo, part lion, and part crocodile. So if you come up short, you are consumed. And so Thoth will record what he finds, and he will weigh it in the Judgment Hall of MaaT, and he will see if your soul is found lacking. And this is a beautiful text. The words up in here, the words right here, the translation is, "Words spoken by he who is in the embalming chamber, pay attention to the decision of the truthfulness and of the plummet of the balance according to its stance." Over here, the text starts, "O my heart, which I had from my mother, O my heart, which I had from my mother, O my heart of my different ages, do not stand up as a witness against me. Do not be opposed to me in the tribunal. Do not be hostile to me in the presence of the keeper of the balance. For you are my Ka, which was in my body, the protector who made my members hale. Go forth to the happy place whereto we speed. Do not make my name stink to the entourage who make men." Do not tell lies about me in the presence of the God. It is indeed well that you should hear. So you can go and read some more of this. It's a beautiful text. Think about how this is compared to other belief systems, even theologies that have developed today. And what do we do when we get to the end and we are being judged? Even here, there's a section here on Ammit. Thus says the great Ennead to Thoth, who is in Hermopolis, this utterance of yours is true. The vindicated Osiris Ani is straightforward. He has no sin, and there is no accusation against him before us. Ammit shall not be permitted to have power over him. Let there be given to him the offerings which are issued in the presence of Osiris, and may a grant of land be established in the field of offerings, as for the followers of Horus. So you take on the name of the god Osiris. His name changes to Osiris Ani, which is pretty interesting. The name is very important in Egyptian theology. When we're in Egypt, that's how the gods remember you, by your name. If you were a king or a pharaoh and you wanted the gods to forget somebody, you would chip their names from the wall, like they did to the heretic king who tried to change everything to monotheism, Akhenaten. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and next we're going to be looking at the Confessions of MaaT, where you go before the 42 gods in the tribunal, and you say, I have not done this, and I have not done that, to assure yourself, and to make sure that your heart does not tell on you. This is pretty interesting. So, take care, friends, and remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.